Hey everybody, it's my great pleasure today to introduce to you Billy B. Young. Hey Billy.
Hey, how you doing, Helmet?
All right, man. So it's 10 o'clock in LA. It's seven, quarter past seven or something in Europe. So thanks for getting out of bed for doing this with us.
Right, right.
Well, look, Billy, it's a great honor for me to speak to you and you to have you now on our label on Wolf Entertainment. Um, So please give us a bit of a rundown of your illustrious career of the people you've been working with, and what you brought you to the point in your life now.
Oh, okay, Helmet. I started playing with the Gap Band. I don't know if a lot of people over in Europe heard of the Gap Band. Well, sure, because we did a couple of
Absolutely,
tours.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
It,
for
it,
sure.
it, it- yeah, 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 yeah. I joined the Gap Band in 1981. When I joined them, they only had three records out, and their biggest song was at that time was "Burn Rubber." And then we did Gap Band 4, which had "Drop the Bomb" and
The other hits,
early in
yeah.
the morning. Yeah, 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 those other songs. and so I did probably seven or eight Gap Band albums, and then and then as time started, you know, changing, I started working with other people along with still while touring with the Gap Band. You know, I had I did Eddie Murphy's Party All the Time album. I did this girl
Okay.
here named Pebbles. I did her album. I did I arranged three albums for GRP for the jazz piano player Ramsey Lewis,
Okay.
and I had six songs on Earth, Wind and Fire's Heritage album, and then I worked with the Boz Scaggs and Snoop Dogg and just a bunch of people, just while touring. And then I don't know how many tours with the United We Funk All Star Bands, which was the SOS band, the Daz band, Barcade, and just playing over the years, playing with everybody,
Around.
but yeah, yeah. But the Gap Band was my home base for a long time, and then I met you through Dorian Williams.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I wanted to throw this in. Thanks to Dorian for introducing you to me.
Yeah, 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 and I never. All I do is write songs and play. I never embarked on a solo career for myself because I've always just played for everybody else. I just love music, And then when I introduced you to a couple of those songs, you said let's do something with them, and
Mm.
and and and, and so here we are now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's really fantastic. Your music is very, very special. I mean, when I listen to it, and it's like it keeps popping in my head, Keith Richard, Keith Richard. You know that kind of
yeah, yeah.
expertise, that kind of class, and so you're right up there. It's a total pleasure to be doing this project with you.
The pleasure is all mine. Because I, like a couple of songs that I even sent to you, like I might have written them 2 years ago or something like that, but to everybody else they're brand new because they're just sitting in my cans.
Yeah,
You know? Yeah.
absolutely. So the first single that we are now releasing, I think that's 13th of September, um, A New Day. You want to
Yeah.
give us a little bit of a rundown what the song is about?
Yeah, but the song really just is about a feeling because and the reason I'm glad we chose that one is because that one reminds me of excuse me, in the '80s there was only one band that that sprung off the Gap Band, and there was this band called Billy and Baby Gap. It was for me and this other dancer, the dancer hype man for the Gap Band, named Billy and Baby Gap. And just in March, he just suddenly just passed.
My
And that's
condolences.
that. Yeah, yeah, and that worked heavy on me because him and I have been friends for 35, 40 years,
Okay.
and 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 and, and, and that song just always reminded me of him. And to
Wow.
be, and for you to even choose that song, so that we can release that song first. That was really special to me. So I appreciate that from you. Yeah,
Oh, wow. That is very special. Oh, fantastic.
yeah.
Maybe we can do a video clip and have pictures of your friend or videos of your friend in the clip. That would be maybe an idea. I don't know what you think. We'll talk about it. But
Okay,
yeah, it
okay.
could be something just to keep him in memory.
Oh yeah, man, he was a special guy. I mean, and I mean, and all the American bandstands we did back in the day, and the Soul Trains, and those things. He was the one that was flipping all over the stage and everything.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, this guy named Dick Clark, he took a big liking to Baby Gap because he always. I think we might have did 3 or 4 American bandstands. And as a matter of fact, we did this thing over there in London called Top of the Pops. I think that was the name of it. It was their version of like a Soul Train, and I remember we used to do this song called "Oops Upside Your Head," and
Oh,
I remember we sold out Hammersmith Odeon like for a couple of nights in a row, and people would just get in the aisle and start rowing. I don't know what that was about, but I used to love those old school tours we used to do back then.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you did these songs that we are now working on putting out to the public. You did them all by yourself, right? So everything is you,
Every single thing you're hearing is me, and I mean, with technology,
computers.
you can the computers you can change the sound, but I just got good at my drum programs, that the different strings, the horns, the background sounds, everything. I just write by myself.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about putting a band together and performing that stuff live? Would be
Oh,
interesting.
I've always thought about it, and then if I was to do that, it would be like a total all star band because my friends are who's who in the music business.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. I mean, if the opportunity, people will want to hear my stuff live. I mean, I will have the best band in the land.
Well, let's definitely, start thinking along those lines because how awesome would that be? We put a bunch of songs out and then you come over to Europe and tour them live. That would be just brilliant.
There's this friend I have that live in Germany. Her name is Penny Ford, and she's the one that sings "I Got the Power,"
Okay.
and when my friend Baby Gap died, she was one of the first ones to call me, and she said, um, "Billy, they would love your music over here in Germany." I said, "Oh, Penny, go ahead." She said, "No, really, they would." And it's so funny that I'm talking to you because at first I thought you was in London.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know you. What part of Germany are you stationed out of?
Hamburg.
Oh, Hamburg. Okay, okay. Yeah, I've been to Hamburg one time. I've been to Berlin a couple of times, and
Okay.
a couple other places over there in Germany. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, there's a big fan base in Germany in the jazz, funk jazz kind of scene, you know? And
Hmm.
that's which is where this album is kind of situated, with little beautiful melodies and stuff. But I think that is definitely something we should look at. Uh,
Okay.
and let's see if we can put that together. It would be wonderful.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because every time I came to Germany and even different parts of Europe, it's always been cold, but it never really bothered me because I live in California now, but I grew up in Buffalo, New York.
Okay. Okay.
And Buffalo if anybody, if you talk to anybody about Buffalo, they tell you how cold Buffalo gets in the
Pretty
winter.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I was kind of used to it. Um, um, I mean, just the snow and the different things like that. But Buffalo, it has blizzards. But I think recently, within the last week or so, there was a tornado in Buffalo, and Buffalo is not tornado country. You know, you
It's
don't hear no
like,
tornadoes in
okay,
Buffalo.
I know
Yeah,
everything's time
yeah,
change. Yeah. All right. Well, Billy, uh, at the end of our little interviews that I do for new releases, I always ask the artists anything you would like to share with your fans, your audience, anything you want to bestow on them, a message you want to give to them.
yeah. I think music. The message I would want to convey is like music is like a pill or something. If you go into the doctor or something like
Yes,
that, because that's one thing I used to like about Michael Jackson is that he was on this trip about healing the world, and my thing is if I can't heal the world with music, you know, at least if I could touch one or two people, then you know my living is not in vain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
absolutely. I
I
know
mean,
what you're saying, and I totally
yeah,
agree. Absolutely.
yeah.
It's
And Helmet and Helmet, excuse me for cutting you off, but for you, some of those synthesizer saxes that you don't like, because you told me you're not you don't really care for them. Replace them with your own sax. That'd be a beautiful thing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's an amazing offer. I'll definitely take you up on that.
Yeah,
Maybe you can send me a mix without that sax and so it creates that space for me for recording.
yeah. You just let me know which song.
Okay, I'll
Okay,
definitely do that. Oh, I'm very excited about that.
all right, right on, Helmet.
Um, it's funny because today I posted something that goes along the lines that of what you just said. Um, It's something like, hold on, let me just read this. It says, the biggest killer on the planet is stress, and I think the best medicine is and always will be music. So that goes exactly along the lines of what you
Exactly.
said. Yeah, yeah,
The music calms a savage beast.
yes. And especially this first single again that we're releasing, A New Day, it
Yeah.
feels to me also very much something is happening in your country, that it's going
Yes.
to be like a new day, so a new energy. And that song very much kind of goes with that energy. You know,
Right.
I
Right.
feel
Right.
like
Right. Right.
it's
Right.
a heart, the heart opens up when you hear that
Right.
song. And so that goes
Right.
very much together.
Right on, Helmet. Right on, man.
Okay. Well, thank you so very much. And again, thanks for getting up so early for talking to me. And
No problem.
I'll put this together and then I'll post it and I'll tag you and I'll make sure you get it. Yeah.
Okay, Helmet. Thank you, man. Much love, bro.
All right. Thanks again.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye bye.